When my son's wife thought I was just a retired man with nothing. Good thing I stayed quiet because 6 months later she showed up with her father and a contract. But her face changed when she saw I met her the day my son brought her home for dinner. I was on the porch fixing the railing when they pulled in. Torn work shirt, mud on my boots. I heard her laugh before I saw her face. Easy, bright, the kind of laugh that knows it's being heard. My son introduced us. She shook my hand and looked around the porch, the yard, the old truck in the driveway, and I watched her eyes do the math. Polite smile. Already decided. We had dinner. She was warm and easy to talk to. Asked good questions. Laughed at the right moments. I liked her, mostly. But there was something underneath. A small engine always running. I recognized it because I had spent 37 years around people who had it. I said nothing about the properties. My wife and I had agreed on that early. You don't wear what you have, you just have it. Over the next few months, she steered every conversation somewhere specific. Had I thought about downsizing? The house was a lot for one person. Did I have a financial advisor? Things could get complicated at my age. Her father knew people. She said it the way people say it when they've decided you need saving. I told her I kept things simple. She smiled at the word like it confirmed everything. My son called one night, said they'd been talking. Those 4 words felt like a weather warning. Her father wanted to help me structure my assets, protect me, smart planning. He said it the way he used to when he knew the answer wasn't going to be yes. I told him I'd think about it. Then I hung up and called my attorney. We spent 2 evenings going through everything. 8 rental properties, 31 units across the county. Everyone paid off. The trust my wife and I built was already locked. My son listed as sole beneficiary, language no outside party could touch without his explicit consent and independent counsel. My wife had insisted on that. Good instincts about people and about paperwork. My attorney put together a 1-page summary. Addresses, estimated market values, trust structure in 3 sentences. My son's name at the bottom as the only heir. I put it in a folder and waited. 6 months after that first dinner, her father came by on a Saturday. Top trim car, practiced handshake. He admired the house, said it had good bones, said the lot was exceptional for the street. We sat and he talked about estate planning, tax efficiency, generational wealth. He was smooth. Then he unfolded a document on my coffee table. LLC agreement. My name as founding member at 40%. Her name and his at 60. Assets listed for contribution included this house. My house. The one my wife picked out. The one my son grew up in. He explained it carefully. Purely protective. I would remain in the house as long as I wanted. The LLC would simply let the family manage the asset and avoid probate. He said it was what he would do for his own father. I looked at the document. Then I asked what he knew about my financial situation. He said what his daughter had shared. Retired man. Fixed income. Paid off house. I asked if he had done any independent research before drawing this up. He said he hadn't felt it was necessary. I stood up. Told him to give me 1 moment. Walked to my desk. Took out the folder. Came back and sat down. Set it beside his agreement. Told him I wanted to share something first. Slid the 1 page across. He picked it up. I watched his face the way you watch weather moving in. It didn't collapse. It changed slowly, the way light leaves a room. He read it once, then again. 8 properties by address. Market value beside each one. Trust structure in 3 sentences. My son's name at the bottom as the sole heir. And at the end, the combined total. Just over 2.3 million. He set the page down without a word. She had been sitting beside my son on the couch. She leaned over, read it, then looked at me. It wasn't anger. It was the look of someone who walked into a room certain of its layout and found the walls somewhere else. A full recalculation, right there on her face. I picked up his LLC agreement. Told him my attorney had reviewed something nearly identical 2 weeks prior. Told him the trust my wife and I built in 2009 already accomplished everything this proposed. Stronger protections, better tax treatment, no outside parties. 37 years. I intended to keep going. Her father folded the agreement, put it back in his jacket, stood up, said it was a pleasure. He meant none of it. We both knew it. He had made a calculation. The calculation was wrong. She gathered her things, and before she turned toward the door, she looked at me one more time. Not the yard sale look, something else entirely. The look of someone seeing a room clearly for the first time and realizing too late they had never actually been in it. Full story on the channel linked below.